everyone, Nut Free Mama here. Today I'm going to show you how to make a Wowbutter Oreo Brownies. Okay, let's start off with our ingredients. Now I am going to make my brownies, but you definitely could use a box mix. I just don't have one, so I'm just going to make brownies. So for my recipe, I need a half a cup of butter, which is 1 stick, 1 cup of sugar, 2 eggs, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, a half a cup of all-purpose flour, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/3 cup cocoa powder. Now that is going to be for my brownies. If you want, like I said, you could use a box mix. Then we need, it says a half a cup of wow butter. Now I am not going to limit you to a half a cup because I will probably use more. You are going to spread these on top of your Oreo cookies, so you can really use as much wow butter as you want. And I'm using crunchy, but you could definitely use creamy. Like I said, it's up to you. And then we need Oreos. So we are going to try to make 18 of these, so I need 18 Oreos. And then you also need a cupcake tin, and you want to go ahead and put the paper liners in there. And like I said, I am using 18, so I need one whole one and then 6 in another. So let's go ahead and get started. We are going to start off making our brownies. So I'm going to preheat the oven to 350. Alright, next I am going to go ahead and melt my butter in the microwave, or you could do this on top of the stove. Okay, my butter is melted, and I'm just going to let that sit for about a minute, and then I'm going to add my sugar and vanilla, and then my eggs last, because you don't want those eggs to cook in that hot butter. Okay, that is pretty cooled off. I added my sugar and my vanilla, so I'm going to go ahead and add my eggs. Okay, that looks nice and combined. Now, I am just doing this with a spatula. You could, of course, use an electric mixer. So next, we are just going to go ahead and add in our dry ingredients. So that is your flour, your cocoa powder, your baking powder, and your salt. Alright, that looks good to me. So next I'm just going to take a spoon and just put a little layer on the bottom of each of my muffin tins. Alright, I started mine here. I just poured some of my brownie mix down onto the bottom. And then you just want to put your Oreo flat and put some wow butter on it, as much or as little as you want. But my brownie mix is actually really thick. So if you buy the store-bought, you'll be able to actually make the 18. But I'm probably only going to make about 12 or 13 because, like I said, my stuff is so thick. So I just kind of dolloped it on top, and then I'm going to smooth it out with a knife. But I just wanted you to see what mine looks like. Like I said, mine is really thick, so I am not going to have enough to do the whole 18. And here is what my Oreo looks like with my wow butter. Like I said, you can use as little or as much as you want of this. And then I just kind of stick it down in there and smush that bottom layer down. And then I'm going to top it with another dollop. Alright, these are finally ready to go into the oven. I just took a knife and just kind of spread my brownie mix. Like I said, if you use a box mix, it'll probably be a lot thinner. Don't worry if some of your wow butter is showing. That is perfectly fine. So we are going to bake these at 350 for 15 to 18 minutes. Just keep an eye on them. These just came out of the oven, and I'm going to let them cool off completely before I transfer them to an airtight container and let Taste Tester have a little taste. Okay, those are all ready for Taste Tester to have a little taste. Taste Tester, have a little taste.
Okay. Yummy.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
Alright, everyone, come back and see us again. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Okay, like and subscribe.
Bye.
Bye.